To protecting the sons and daughters from political slaughter. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and a couple, Tannehill trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that...
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to take another shot here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. The big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Jaguars 10. Titans, nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Jags grab it. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Good. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Makes the score.
The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Ryan Suckup on 4.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Tannehill's pass.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score, Jaguars 24.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Lambo lining up for the point after.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Up 2nd and 11.
To the air again, Tannehill. They'll find Everett there, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Tannehill on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. At their own, we haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On the tackle.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
And 6 at the Titans' 38-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
That's out to the left and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And able to find Dorsett. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tannehill. And now here is another.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is down to 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He finds an opening past the 40. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
DJ Reed on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
49-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. I ain't here like I ain't that savage.
Check 55, Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Looking to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. And it's up and good.
Jaguars 52, Titans 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, well, look who got involved. I mean, when you got a strong safety who can drop into the box, never needs an invitation to be one of those guys in run defense, does he? Wakes up every morning just a little bit ticked off.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will make it into the end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Right there in the middle, 55. Tackles. Mike, bye.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Again, the ball carrier.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 29. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Tiger. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike 13.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Darnell Mooney. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Now Tannehill, and this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
22.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Just a 30-yard punt that time, and it'll be Titan football.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, this defense, man. At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this guy,
and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Jaguars 64.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception.
Who wants some?
Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to number 15.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And now here is another interception. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?